space exploration is going to be big money, with everything from satellite internet providers to space tourism and defense getting involved.
Space stocks that will make future millionaires in 2021. For millennia, people's minds have been attracted by space and the possibilities of what lay beyond the sphere of Earth. The boundless potential of companies' ideas that exist in today's modern space sector is a macro trend worth considering as investors. Welcome back everyone with a new video. In today's video, into the space stocks which will make the future millionaires.
To thank you for watching this video, we're offering you an absolutely free training webinar. Do you want to learn the secret of improving all aspects of your life and unlocking what you're really capable of? The legendary Bob Proctor spent over 57 years learning this one thing and is hosting a free webinar where he reveals what he's learned and what actually works. He'll teach you the law of compensation, a secret only the mega wealthy know of but not taught in our educational system, and the impression of increase, the law of laws that will increase areas in all aspects of your life, whether it be in health, relationships, or wealth. Right now, the first 200 people to use the link below will get access to this free webinar. Now, let's get back to the video.
The space sector has seen a rebirth in recent years with private businesses such as Elon Musk's SpaceX and Jeff Bezos' BlueOrigin making significant inroads. Commercial interest in space is increasing. Launches and satellites are now more affordable than ever, making the final frontier more accessible than ever. Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos' BlueOrigin, Tesla CEO Elon Musk, SpaceX, and Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen, Stratolaunch Systems, are pitting themselves against established companies like Boeing and Lockheed Martin's United Launch Alliance joint venture. Founding hugely successful firms like Tesla and Amazon, as well as being a millionaire, appears to be a very excellent resume for starting space explorations companies. How do you make a millionaire in space? It was asked in early years of the new century when those of us who wanted to break free from the surly bonds of a static aerospace culture was working for the only people who could dabble in commercial space. Billionaires armed with fortunes from early business success yet still connected to their childhood space dreams. When we were working for the only people who could dabble in commercial space. Billionaires armed with fortunes from early business success but still connected to their childhood space dreams. Their unwavering belief in the magnificence and possibilities that space holds for humanity's future has sparked the most exciting advancement in human economy since birth of the aviation industry a century ago. Millionaires in space heralds the start of the new era in business. Space entrepreneurs are not the same billionaires who invested money with only a tangential interest in making a profit a decade ago. They are regular middle-class professionals with fresh ideas, lofty ambitions, and a lot of hustles. Small space enterprises are quickly becoming a more sustainable alternative for increasingly fiscally conscious government leaders. As vital as the job they provide, they are taking advantages of a resurgence in federal space acquisitions, which allows them to bid for government contracts as commercial firms. Number 3. Aerojet Rocketdyne is one of the most well-known rocket engine companies. Let's start with a tried and true classic, Aerojet Rocketdyne, which was founded in 1915. In today's America's leading manufacturers of rocket engines, including those that take spacecraft into orbit and those that send nuclear missiles to their targets, Aerojet, for example, constructed the primary engines for the space shuttle and will utilize them to power NASA's new Space Launch System super rocket. It supplies the main engines and boosters for the United Launch Alliance Delta IV rocket and the Atlas V rocket. The second and the third stage of the America's Minuteman intercontinental ballistic missiles, as well as the Navy Trident II D5 nuclear missiles, are powered by Aerojet Rocketdyne engines. Aerojet is also financially strong, with net earnings of $141 million last year and a free cash flow of approximately $220 million. That works out to a price-to-free cash flow ratio of less than 14 when compared to companies' market capitalizations of $3 billion. And Aerojet has no net debt on its balance sheet. Aerojet Rocketdyne manufactures rocket, the type that NASA mounts to spaceship and launched into space. In truth, Aerojet Rocketdyne is developing the Space Launch System, NASA's most powerful rocket ever. The SLS is designed to propel humans further into space than ever before. While expectations of Aerojet Rocketdyne's perspective from the SLS and later projects are high, the company's primary source of revenue are aerospace and defense contracts, such as those for guided missile systems, and ballistic missiles. Aerojet Rocketdyne may be part of the future of spaceflight, but it's also a great stock to buy now.
To thank you for watching this video, we're offering you an absolutely free training webinar. Have you ever wondered how to end procrastination and self-sabotage so you can unleash your full potential to live the life you deserve? #1 best-selling author and high-performance coach Peter Sage is hosting a free webinar where he'll teach you how to increase your wealth with less time and struggle, and also how to hyper-boost your growth and success so you can finally break out of any rut you find yourself in. Right now, Peter and his team are offering a free $100 gift to anyone who doesn't find his webinar as the best use of their time within the last 5 years. Now, let's get back to the video.
Number 2 is Virgin Galactic, which has had a tremendous degree of growth. You can't talk about space stock without discussing Virgin Galactic, a space tourism corporation. Virgin Galactic, the polar opposite of a value stock, is a corporation whose value is based on the potential for exponential development as it develops a new sector for space tourism. Your fantasies of exploring the stars can come true now for the low price of $250,000 thanks to Virgin Galactic. Virgin Galactic was founded by Sir Richard Branson with the simple goal of providing space travelers with a ride beyond the atmosphere. Space tourism is Virgin Galactic's main business. Currently, Virgin has 600 customers who have paid $250,000 per ticket to ride into space on the Spaceship Two suborbital spaceplane. Virgin Galactic has effectively been given the go-ahead to start transporting visitors beyond Earth's outer atmosphere, which it intends to do in 2022. Following the announcement of the FAA license, SPCE stock rose by over 40%. Virgin Galactic's stock is presently trading at $48.2 a share, up to 108% year to date. Virgin Galactic is broadening its activities in addition to providing travelers with a few minutes of weightlessness. NASA has agreed to collaborate with the firm on the development of supersonic aircraft. It also signed contracts to transport NASA astronauts and cargo to the International Space Station. Virgin is consolidating its lead in the public space business, with the corporation already investigating deploying parts of its technology for prospective hypersonic passenger travel in collaborations with Boeing. In the future, Virgin Galactic will continue to build its utility spaceship with the goal of someday flying deeper into space. Of course, the key phrase in this is eventually, because Virgin Galactic has yet to fly a single plane customers into space. Virgin Galactic, on the other hand, has demonstrated that its Spaceship Two suborbital spaceplanes are capable of reaching space, and it has already signed up for 600 paying passengers who want to ride on the spaceplanes as soon as they are allowed for commercial operation. A total of 9,200 people has expressed an interest in traveling with Virgin Galactic at a later date. Given that each ticket costs $250,000, Virgin Galactic clients are willing to pay a lot of money for the privilege of taking them to space and back. However, Virgin Galactic's plans do not end with space tourism. It believes that in the future, the same technology that allows it to fly tourists to the edge of the space can be used to fly commercial airplane passengers there as well, and then continue flying at hypersonic speeds before landing somewhere else, dramatically increasing the speed of point-to-point commercial air travel. How much would a firm like that be worth to Virgin Galactic? For the time being, it's difficult to predict, but investors believe it will be worth a lot, which is why Virgin Galactic stocks has outperformed the S&P 500 by a factor of 50 in the last year. The number 1 is to go to with Iridium, which is a leading satellite stock. While returning a spacecraft to the moon's surface is a worthy aim, firms closer to home can profit handsomely. Iridium Communications is one of these companies with a network of 66 low Earth orbiting satellites that provide voice and data access to subscribers all over the world. The biggest criticism leveled against Aerojet is that it is a slow-growing business. Aerojet's earnings are expected to expand at the rate of roughly 5% per year for the next 5 years, according to analysts covering the firm. And the company may face more competitions from the new rocket and engine maker BlueOrigin. But that's not a problem our second company faces. Iridium, a satellite communication firm, is expected to grow at a 14% annual rate over the next 5 years, roughly 3 times that of Aerojet for 2 reasons. First, unlike Aerojet, Iridium's chosen L-band bandwidth for delivering satellite phone transmissions has limited competitions. SpaceX, Starlink, and Amazon's Kuiper 2 new satellites, communications competitors must lease wavelength in the lesser K-band area. Second, while SpaceX and Amazon are still putting their satellite constellations together, Iridium has already launched 75 next satellites into space. Iridium shouldn't need to add to its constellations for the next 12 to 30 years, allowing the firm to produce substantial free cash flows without having to make large additional capital investments. Iridium's fleet of satellites was totally rebuilt last year in order to improve its service, and the firm is now reaping the benefits. Due to a record of 67,000 new members in the second quarter, total revenue climbed by 5% in the third quarter. Iridium is especially well positioned to benefit from the Internet of Things, with commercial IoT customers helping the company's billable subscriber count increase by 13% year over year. Despite the fact that it appears to be expensive at 28 times trailing free cash flow today, Iridium's free cash flow is expected to increase dramatically in the next years, giving it the potential to become a valuable company in the future. It's a really feasible market to invest in, just like software, says the analyst. Well, I believe that space should be more than just a government-funded endeavor. It should be more of a privatized effort so that more social benefit may be financed. Do hit the like button if you like this video and comment on how this helped you. Until our next video, leaving you with a short goodbye.